Researchers have apparently discovered that, just on a bit of a side note, researchers have apparently discovered that sound frequencies can kill cancer. Well, gee, weren't we telling you this 20 years ago, 30 years ago? This is information that was uncovered by a man called Royal Raymond Rife, actually back in the 30s. They had a party in the 1930s or 1940s which they celebrated the end of all diseases because Royal Rife had found a way of basically breaking up exosomes and breaking up bacteria and breaking up foreign bodies that weren't wanted in the system through sound frequencies. Now everything has a frequency, everything. I mean, the way an opera singer can break a crystal glass if she sings at high C, it's the same sort of thing. If you can find the resonant frequency of any type of greebly in your body, cancer cells or things like this, you find the resonant frequency of that cell and you bombard it with that sound frequency and it will feed back on itself and it will shatter like a crystal glass. This is what Royal Raymond Rife discovered back in the 20s or 30s. He had this big, huge microscope that he made, absolutely incredible machine. And this is what he discovered. And of course he died in jail. But they did have a party to celebrate the end of all diseases back in the 30s. And it was using sound frequencies. So interesting, this sort of stuff's coming out as well. And something else that I was talking to you about a couple of shows back was how we're surrounded by so many toxins all the time. Toxins in our clothing, toxins that paint on the walls, the vinyl on your couch, everything. And I mentioned nylon shoes, how we absorb a lot of stuff through our feet. And you know, they get sports people out there wearing these plastic shoes and these nylon shoes that are all full of toxins and are all pumping estrogen into their body. There's now been a guy who's looked at the leggings, mainly leggings that women use for exercising, and he's come up with some remarkable findings in that as well.
Are forever chemicals in the crotch region of Lululemon leggings and the leggings of many other companies. These are PFAs, perfluoroalkyl compounds, that are called forever chemicals. It's very hard for the body to get rid of these, and they're persistent in the environment. We know they can be absorbed through the skin, which is crazy when you think about the fact that they're concentrated in the crotch region of leggings like these, and women don't wear underwear with these commonly. These chemicals are associated with hormone disruption, with cancers, with thyroid, kidney, and liver damage in humans. They're horrible for us, and they're in our clothing, especially the crotch region of these leggings, where you're not wearing underwear. They're getting into your body, and they're staying there. Know what's in your leggings. Make smart choices. Knowledge is power. Know better, do better.
Freaky stuff, folks. They go for the sensitive areas and they make sure they're getting the chemicals into you. Chemicals into you every way they can. I've often said before, I mean, look at the food. Look what they're doing to the food. The food is so much stuff in the food, that isn't actually food and isn't actually edible. I was showing you that report of the lady talking about the noodles and the blue dye in the drinks and all that sort of stuff. Crazy stuff, folks. So you've got to get away from all this sort of stuff. Get back to nature. Get back to what we should be eating. Get back to what we should be as human beings, folks, because we've really lost a lot of the plot in the last few years, and it's getting crazier and crazier. Like I said, all this digital stuff that they're bringing online, the fact that they can replace personalities the way they can now, we warned that this is where they were going, this is what they wanted to do. But of course, you know, it's problem, reaction, solution. Like I said, people are going to demand to get retinal scans. People are going to demand to be biometrically tagged so that they can identify that they're human. Remember, this is one of the things that they said they wanted to do the retinal scans for with the WorldCoin, was so that you could identify yourself as being human, because that's how far the technology's going. It's really freaky stuff, just what they're up to, folks. It really is. And of course it's stuff that they've done before, stuff they've tried before. They just seem to be getting away with it now.